Thank you. Thank you. Feels good to be back. Today's live episode is coming to you live from Tuesday, the second day of August, baby. It's your boy King Crowder checking back in. This time, I want to bring something different to the channel about this branching off, trying new things. Today's comments will be on the current events in the lexicon right now. The first subject I really want to tackle is the Mase and Fivio foreign situation. One reason why I think it's deep, man, it's just because people don't know how cruel and how things in business can be misconstrued. For example, we don't know the interaction between Mason what Vivio had going on. We're all outsiders. Whatever that contract negotiation is, you agree to whatever you negotiate. Business one on one that we never get taught, especially in the black community. You accept what you tolerate and you agree to whatever you negotiate to. If you don't like the negotiation, you can always leave, alter, or change. Vivio has his perspective on how he felt like he was underpaid by Mace, which is granted. We got to respect that. And Mace got his perspective how he thought he did the man fair. The truth is always somewhere in the middle and in between what both of them are saying. But I think these same concepts and things constantly reveal themselves each and every time. So I like to go into anybody, man. Is that I don't know what the brother Mace did. I don't know what Fibio agreed to. We all gotta know in business the ground rules. You get whatever you negotiate and whatever you agree to. And at that time, we always know the music business can be kind of funny, especially starting out. I don't know how many stories we got to read about, hear about, or see about constantly. But the one thing I want to take away before I close that point in chapter is what May said is that most artists do not educate themselves about the business side of it. One thing that's phenomenal, I want to give a shout out to the artist Russ. The guy breaks down all the time how you do not need the power of the record labels as you once did being an artist. Now, do you want that noise in that chamber to get your voice elevated? But you do not need it. We see all the time how it's not needed or warranted in these discussions, but we continue to see artists after artists sign the bad deals, complain about this, say they got screwed over. Check your paperwork, man. The first thing you need to do anytime you do something with business, I'm gonna give you game right here. Hire an attorney, a contract attorney with a pro bono that he gets paid a percentage of what you agree to. Will look over that paperwork thoroughly. Get up in there, make an Instagram post, say you need a attorney with this type of thing in your city. I guarantee you will get some hits. It's people scouring the internet looking to do jobs like that. Utilize those resources. Hire an attorney, NBA, entertainer, any type of negotiation you do. If you don't feel confident, hire someone externally away from the situation. Now I want to go ahead and pivot to the next subject that I thought was very interesting, man. Is the FAMU girl picture. Now, for those who do not know, it's a young lady that went to FAMU, recently graduated with a master's degree, and I think it was in educational counseling services. And the girl took a photo, man, in front of FAMU's campus, bare naked, man. Number one, wow, wow. You really thought that was something a college graduate should be doing? I would say I see both sides of the line because I come from a family. I'm a first generation college graduate myself, like first male in my family. But I also see the side of is that when you decide to step and elevate yourself to a certain level, how you don't even cross that threshold. So this young lady wants to go to a different type of corporate world or a certain type of environment. What students do you think will want to work with you? If I'm a parent and I see you in my mind and I see you took that picture, I don't know what you're talking about, daughter. About nothing. Not about freedom, not about taking care of whatever your proposition or whatever you think it is. You cannot earn back a reputation. In the 48 laws of power, it states, man, guard your reputation with your life. Man or woman, your reputation, your name, your integrity is all you got. Make sure you stick by it. If you don't have that certain level of brand loyalty, where it means trustworthy, honorable, and respectful, who will want to deal with you? Of course, you can have a degree and you can be licensed in that field, but your reputation, man, it's sully for the rest of their life because they'll Google your name. And every time they Google your name, you can never rub that away. Now, I know you may think that in a certain type of way, or people may have a feeling about it, but we got to understand, y'all, our college level women are supposed to be the marriage-minded women that we want to seek after. That was ratchet behavior. Ratchet mean you would think something that comes from an impoverished background would do. What's the difference between that and the strippers we see in the club and stuff like that? So FAMU was an awesome university. I know a lot of FAMU graduates were definitely upset about it, wanted to retract her degree. I'm not saying it's not warranted, even a charge. Man, you can get a charge like that, man. It's a sexual citation charge right there. And become a sex offender for being nude on a college campus. You can't do nothing like that. And to post it on the internet, Psh, man, it's just some people will do anything for some clicks, some clouts, and to perceive themselves as famous, yo. I was just looking at the subject in disbelief to even have herself thinking that she's doing something inspirational. And for other women to DM her saying that, what? Man, how the mighty have fallen. So I want to shout out to FAMU, all the graduates, man. I know FAMU is not a representation of that university. I do not think that's how it is, but that shorty right there, man, put a black eye to the university. That's all I want to say, man. Final point that I want to spend a little time on that I think is really need to be talked about is the getting flued out situation, man. I don't understand how getting flued out does not equate sex in some women's mind. Y'all, I want every woman to know that if a man does anything for you or purchase you anything, that is a down payment to sexual relations later. I won't repeat again. Anything a man does for you is not free. If you are a woman, that means perfume, candles, stickers, whatever you may like. That man has a down payment or deposit paid for you. Nothing a man do is not without looking to get reciprocated or is a down payment upon you. Do not believe the guys that tell you that he's lying. 100%. Don't accept nothing from a man that you do not expect to do something for. Number two, if you don't have no money, why are you going out of town? Why are you going out of town without money? That's crazy to me. Maybe I'm a man. I understand sometimes women don't have to do that, but yo, do not go out of town if you do not have no money. That was the saddest part to me is that she went out of town not knowing the situation and said, "You got to pay for me to go back." He canceled. Said, "How you gonna get back?" Yo? Like if that was my sister, I would really have a problem with that. Like you never go out of town with somebody that you can't afford to do something for yourself. And if you can't afford to do that, you tell that gentleman he can't do that. Matter of fact, make him fly to you and you get a hotel, he get a hotel room where you at. I just when I hear stuff like that, man, I'm truly fascinated. I think it's very dangerous for you to go out of town with someone and to spend their money, eat their food, drink, do whatever it is on their dime, and to think that they don't want to cash in and have sexual relationship with you and you say no. That's a dangerous situation. Man or woman, no matter which one is going about, man, you gotta know that's the expectation. And if you don't want to fulfill that expectation, that puts you in a mood. You don't know how that man gonna act. You don't know if he's violent. You don't know if he gonna kill somebody. You don't know what he's dealing with at home. You don't know none of that situation, man. And don't put yourself in that. I look at it from a point, man, that you just gotta think. I think a lot of people don't even sit time to think or even have the conversation to clear the air. Like, yo, I'm coming down here to see you. I'm gonna buy my own flight because I want to be down here just to go out and meet you as a person. If that's not something you want to do, you need to set that tone early. But you can't be sending pictures. You know how y'all women do sometimes. So I just think that's fascinating that she did not expect to do that. And the amount of women that defend that by saying, I shouldn't have to have sex with you. No matter if you do or you don't. I just want you to say this out loud. I gotta say it out loud theory, y'all. I love to go about. A guy pays for me to go out of town. I think he wants nothing in return. Who believes that? Nobody. So the point is, you're just lying and pervasively trying to say something because you think you can. That's angry, that's selfish, that's self-centered, that's egotistical, and number one, it's dangerous. Man, I just want to wrap this up, man, by these daily topics that I saw up in the lexicon earlier this week, man. It's your boy King Crowder trying something different. My second video in the live. I really enjoyed my equipment and seeing my reinvestments pay off. If you are not subscribed, please subscribe to your boy's channel. Comment, like, add if you like this series. If you don't, I'm willing to change and pivot if I need to. I know I always come with you with the history documents. That's very important. But today I just want to add some different switch up on it, just to see me in different lights and different footings. I think this is very important. And I want to thank all of y'all for coming in and coming out. I'm really excited about the next step in my journey and where I could be coming from. And I'm really excited to see it going, baby. It's your boy King Crowder checking out. Peace. And I want to say, if you're in Chicago, baby,